How is it going for you guys? Yeah?
Today I feel so small. I feel so little.
Yeah? Yeah?
Not in a while.
Okay, but do you feel like it's uncomfortable? Or
A little bit, like because I'm restricting myself, because I'm being small, that helps to unrestrict myself slowly. But still, I have to like do one body part at a time. Like I do my hands and then my shoulders. And I have to do the rest.
okay, interesting. Let's see how it looks. Okay, because maybe you are limiting to yourself way too much. Okay, let's see how it looks. Small. Yeah. So basically, the way you've been doing it so far.
Me and my niggas tryna get it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. The house they tell me is you quit it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Motivation was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's taking, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Drink to live in life like rappers do. Back when I know rappers wasn't cool. I fuck Reagan with the tell my bros. When Usher Reagan and that bird came on. I saw that night out on me, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Pop and cousin, we start running, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. The only thing we had to free our mind. And free that first one, we see that aside.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, bitch. Hey, super.
Okay. So, what do you find uncomfortable when you dance like this?
Like I'm a tall gal in it, so I feel like I'm not reaching. But I know that I can't just whatever, otherwise I look like a giraffe, like baby born giraffe. But then when it's been a long time since I haven't danced,
Okay.
I need to reconnect to be able to feel confident
Right.
in the bigger movement.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just mainly a feeling that you have the desire to go bigger, especially that you haven't danced for quite some time.
At
Yeah.
least confidently.
Okay.
Not necessarily bigger movements, but feel like
Okay. All right. So the round that you've just done, are you aware that it's a good round? Okay. Why would you say it's not a good round?
because I didn't fully feel everything.
Okay.
I didn't feel like left feeling like
Okay. So you think like you need to feel that in order to like validate it as a good round? Is it really?
It was a good one.
No, like it's you know, sometimes you dance and then you watch yourself after, and sometimes you're like, I didn't like it, but in the moment you felt it.
yeah.
And sometimes, you know, it can be the opposite as well,
Yeah.
right? So what I would say is, yes, your feeling is something that I wouldn't say like don't trust your feeling. It's not that, but it's not always easy to be objective when you only base your round based on your feeling, right? When you only, you know, validate your round based on your feeling, right? So that's why we do have, you know, all these things in dance, you know, the technique, the music, you know, like some principle, like, you know, following the groove, you know, be with the music vibe and all of that, you know. There's a reason for that, because you can end up, even when you don't feel like it, doing a very good round, because you know what you are supposed to do. You know, like you're not gonna go offbeat. You're gonna be, you know, with the music vibe and all of that. You see what I mean?
I think I feel a little bit less connected to the music when I'm feeling like this. So even if I might be hitting things, I don't feel it as.
Yeah. But
Does that make sense?
can you give me more details about this?
Sorry, so like I might be hitting the beat, for example,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe kind of catching the groove, but I don't feel as connected to the music and enjoying it as much
Okay.
as I would if I'm in a confident day or space or
Right. Okay, yeah. But once again, this is not something that will happen 100% of the time. And most of the time, most of the time I start my practice not in a mood where, I want to practice hard today, It's rare, right? But because I know that, okay, I'm practicing usually 2 times per week, if I said, okay, today I'm going to be practicing, chances are today I'm going to be practicing. And when I play the music at the beginning, I don't feel like it, right? But I'm also aware that it's normal, right? And I'm so aware of this, now it doesn't even, bother me at all. Because I'm like, okay, let me go for it, let's see. Maybe sometime 30 minutes later, I still don't feel like it, right? But I know this is what I'm supposed to do right now, and that's what I want to do, even though I don't feel like it, but I know that's what I want to do for my dance, and I'm doing it. And the more I do it, the more I'm going to kind of feel better about it. Even at the end, sometimes I finish my training, and I did not feel creative on that day. But I'm really happy with what I've done because I focus on just, practicing. You see what I mean? So this is not, I would say, don't get me wrong when I'm going to be saying this, but your feeling when you are dancing is not that important. You see what I mean? It's not that important. Why? Because you're going to rely way too much on it. When it's a good feeling, you're going to be like, oh, that's the one that I want every single day. And it's never going to happen every single day, right? So therefore, hey, I don't care. I'm here, I'm going to be dancing, so let me just focus on, the music and my body. If I don't feel like it, I can still have a decent performance. And guess what? Even if I'm doing a decent performance right now, I'm still practicing. Does that make sense? Right? So, yeah, forget about that, how you feel now, right? So, any other question, guys, about this?
Yeah, I like to do that, like taking my time. It's always the same problem. When I hear my name at the prelims.
Okay. Yeah, when you are in public.
I'm working on it, like the patience, but I need to do it in the moment. Because like when you're there, when you're home, I think it's like kind of easy. But when there's the light on you, that's when it gets sticky for me. Really.
Mm-hmm. You know what I discovered also over time is that if I'm able to do it at home, right, and then when I go in the public, I'm not able to do it properly, is that I'm not mastering it at home. Okay. It's just easier at home, but I'm not controlling it perfectly at home. Like for real. Because once I'm really certain about what I do at home and it's become like all the time I can replicate the same result, then in public it's become easier, right? So just because we compare it to public, we're like, no, I get it at home. You see what I mean? So yeah.
But what I see is like, I still see the progression though. Like for example at the BTM, when I did my prelim, I didn't feel alright during the round, but when I looked at the video, I was like, I'm not mad about it, like, that was better than the last time.
Yes.
So the progress showed, but still on the moment, there's like still this frustration of like, I could have done better still.
Yeah. But this one, this one will always be there, This one will always be there. So before we move to another subject, here's what I want to add to this: the micro parts. What we wanted to do with this is to kind of create a connection with the music from the get-go, right? I hear the music and I go slow and I take my time. And obviously, you don't have to dance like this all the time, right? But it's just an approach to just get into it, right? And then you can transition from small to big, from big to small, and all of that, you can do that later. But master the habit of, starting small and make your round interesting small, right? But there is one thing that I want to make clear. Small doesn't mean you have to be static and, isolated, each part of your body like this, right? It can also be, this is small as well, right? Okay, so I'm going to do two demo to show like a small, but made approach differently, okay? This is what I want to leave you with, because small doesn't mean it has to be, limited, right? Okay, so that's more, but more static, right? So now this is you deciding that, okay, I'm breaking down my movement, you know, to kind of hit the music. Right? Now, I'm going to approach small in a whole different way. It's going to be more smooth. I'm going to hit the music, but differently. Yeah. Instead of trying to explain it, let me just do it. I think I'm going to do a better job at showing it. But it's still small. See the difference? So now it was still small, but I was way more in continuous movements, right? So you can literally, when you see it this way, you're like, okay, I can still do a lot and make my round very interesting with small movement, right? And then when you start adding different layers to it, you can make your round very interesting because you're like, okay, I'm here small, but I can also be here small. I can also be here small. You see what I mean? It's still small movement, but I'm just changing levels. It's still small movement, but I'm moving around. You see? And it almost look like you are still doing a normal round. And it doesn't look like an exercise anymore. Does that make sense? And that's how you take an exercise, you break the limitation of it. So you can actually integrate it in your way of moving. Does that make sense? Yeah? So, yeah, cool. All right, guys. Okay, so anyone else before that, Jean? Is that okay for that subject? Cool. So then just, keep that in mind and just cultivate it, right? And for all of you guys. So anyone else would like to pass?
Hey, thank you for watching this video. Are you looking for a dance community that really gets you? Our member Marco said, it's just great. Beyond the Move surpassed my expectations. The community is heartwarming, and seeing others who face similar challenges is reassuring. The video quality is outstanding, and the concepts are well thought out. So I invite you to dive deep into Beyond the Move and discover a genuine approach of freestyle dance, plus an encouraging community. Join now and be part of our ever-growing tribe, and I'll see you on the inside, alright? Take care, bye-bye.